All right, welcome approvers. This training is showing you how to review and approve expense reports within Concur. So welcome back. If you haven't seen the other ones, they would be useful to watch as an approver to know what process those submitting expenses are going to be going through before it gets to you. So here's the landing screen. There's several ways to get to approvals. And one thing I want to point out is you will receive an email when you have an expense ready to approve. It comes from this email address. It says expense report pending your approval, and it shows you some information about it. What you can do if you want is you can click on the link in there that says view report. And if you do that, it'll take you right to that specific report, and then you'll be able to check it out. But there's many other ways to get into that as well. I'm going to show the long way. Again, this is, you can check out where this is. This is Stockholm, Sweden. I've actually been there. Fantastic place. So let's say next, sign in. And then we get to the landing page. And like I said, there's so many ways to get here. You can see up here, it says required approvals. And I have 2 ready to go. I can click on that, it'll take me there. Required approvals, right here, O2, I've got 2 required approvals. I can click on that, it'll take me there. I can see a summary here. It shows me the 2 that I have outstanding. I can click on either one of those to take me into that specific report to start approving it. Or if you really like beating around the bush, you can also go up here and click approvals, and that'll take you there. So all these different ways of getting there. You see here, I've got approvals home and I've got reports. And either way of these, either way is going to work just fine with this. You can see I can click on this to open up the specific report. If I go here to reports, I feel like this is a little easier way to review them. And it gives me some summary information here, which is nice, but as an approver, you've got to do more than just look at these from this perspective. You have to dig into the report. So we can see, let's look at this one first. It says accounting lunch. And the business purpose was team building / appreciation. And then Paul had actually added comments to it. This was also accounting getting together for Whitney's wedding. Congratulations, Whit. Let's click on that. Now it pulls up this summary. Here, this information shows all the expenses that are in this report. In this case, there's just one expense in this report. If I had 10, there would be 10 lines here, but I only have 1. It gives some summary information, which is good, but still not enough for a reviewer. As a reviewer, you need to review each line, each item that is submitted for your approval. To do that, you click on the line. And now we can see in here, it pulls up more detail about this expense. Expense type, overhead, division 01, GL number 515120. Business meals, does that make sense? Sure, that makes sense. If he had put education on here, or if he had put travel expense, I would question what he has. But business meals, that would include having a team lunch. Transaction date 7/20, business purpose appreciation, vendor description, the sandwich spot. Okay, that's all well and good. Now let me take a look at this receipt. He's submitting for $92.33. And click on the receipt image here. You can also, over here, you see this thing with the check mark, that's the receipt. You can hover over that. And this one with the little comment box is what comments have been made. All right, this is kind of hard to see. I'm going to zoom in. And I can see, okay, there's sandwiches here. And there's the total, 92.33. Okay, that sounds good. So I've reviewed the coding. I've reviewed the receipt. This is a one item expense report. I should be good to go. The only problem I have with this one is that it is for business meals. And for business meals, we want to have some sort of list of who was receiving the meal, who was included in this. And so what I'm going to do, if he had that in there, either on the receipt or in this comment box, I would say this is good to go, and I would say approve. Now, if you have two different options, like I do here, approve and approve and forward. Approve means, you know what? I'm washing my hands of this. I'm good to go. I approve. Come what may. Approve and forward, you can say, you know, I looked at this, but I really think that Rod should see this one, or David should see this one. It might not be going to them later on, but I really feel like I'm fine with it, but I want them to see it. So you have that option. You could say approve and forward, and then you can add in somebody. We're not going to do that this time. We're also not going to straight up approve, because in this case, I want Paul to include who received this meal. So if you ever have that problem where it's you need more detail, or maybe the receipt wasn't clear, or maybe you're rejecting it and you don't think this expense should be approved at all, you can send back to employee. When you click that button, it pulls up this box, and then, like it says here, add a comment to explain why you're returning the report. If you just send it back to the employee without any comment on it, it's kind of messed up. They don't know what to do with that. So provide a comment, let them know why you're sending it back, why it's not getting approved right now. All right, it's been sent back to the employee. Now I just have one expense waiting for my approval. The other one's back to Paul. And look at this one, it's another one from Paul. Let's look at this. I click into the item. It says, having an epic 85-inch TV will help me to be a better employee. He's trying to charge this to entertainment. Business purpose is fun. He got it from Costco. He's submitting for $1,500. Let's look at what image he has in here. Okay. All right. This is my drawing of my new Epic TV. This is me happy. Isn't my happiness worth $1,500? All right, interesting. In this case, I don't think I should approve this. I don't think this is a valid business expense. And so I am going to send this back to the employee. And again, I'll make a comment. What the fudge, Paul? Okay. Now my approval queue is empty. If I go back here, nothing's ready for my approval. If I go back to the main landing page, nothing is pending my approval. And that's how you approve expenses within Concur.